Alright, so I got a 2020 Honda Odyssey with a customer complaint with a knocking noise when they're turning. And perfect example because I finally can show you guys. The noise is those crossbars for the rad support. They back off this bar here that goes from there to the bottom there. Where is it? Oh, there it is, right here. So there's the crossbar that goes from the front rad support all the way up to the corner below the coolant reservoir, and there's a bolt down there, and it goes down to the bottom of that right here. Right there, there's one bolt there, and then there's one bolt there. Those things back out over time, and it makes a clunking noise when you're making turns because the body flexes. And yeah, you just gotta put a wrench on it and tighten those bolts. That guy and that guy, and then there's another one over underneath there. You're probably gonna reach it with a swivel right there. It's behind the box. I can't. You see that little corner there? There's a bolt there. Same thing on this side with underneath our coolant reservoir. There's a bolt there. So let me show you what that sounds like when you're driving it, because it makes a loud clunk. It's like a, I don't know. I think it's easier to show you. You'll feel it when you put your hand right here, and you'll feel it like it's hitting something. So we're gonna move it. This is what it's gonna sound like. You put your hand here and you can feel it. Go the other way, full lock the other way, and then just move forward. I wonder if it'll catch it on the video. Oh, there it is. See, you hear it? You can feel it right here. Okay, go back. So it's pretty loud. So yeah, there you go. That's the noise. So it's those two crossbars for the rad support. And one thing I wanted to add, it doesn't just make a clunking noise. Depending on how tight those bolts are still, it can still make a creaking noise when you're turning as well on those Honda Odysseys. So I hope that helps. I'm gonna see if I can show you how. I'm gonna see if I can show you the best I can with those bolts. And they are usually loose. I don't know why they back off over time, but they do. So you can reach it from the top. So I'm on there. So taking up the slack. That is how loose it is. That's how much more I can tighten it. And that is your source of your noise. So I'm gonna tighten all four of these bolts. That's probably one full turn right there. So usually it doesn't matter which side. Sometimes it's on the driver's side, sometimes you feel it on the passenger side. So that's tight there. Now let's do the other one. Yeah, this one's loose too. See? So if you have a clunking noise on turns, and you can feel it on the upper thing here. Upper crossbar up on the where the radiator is. Check these bolts to make sure they're tight, because literally a whole turn, maybe more. Oh shit! And you're wondering why am I using the other end instead of a ratcheting end? Because I don't want to break my. I use the ratcheting side to, run them out. But if I'm putting any torque on them, I don't want to ruin the teeth in my tool. Even though they're lifetime warranty, I just that's how I just do things. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the one underneath the coolant reservoir. Okay, so this one is tight, so I don't have to worry about that. I just got to check the other one. I think I'm gonna try and get a long extension and a swivel to get it in there, and see if that one's tight too. So far it's only the two bottom ones that are loose. So yeah, all you got to do is remove the this little air box. You can get an extension and a swivel in there. You can actually get into where that bolt is without removing the battery. So that's pretty much it. Just only those 2 bolts on the bottom that were loose. The 2 ones on the top are nice and tight. So this should fix our clunking noise on turns. Yeah, so the only thing left is to double check, make sure the noise is gone. And if you're wondering, it has almost 65,000 kilometers. It's almost, I think it's around 40,000 miles. It doesn't really matter because it happens randomly. I don't know what happens at the factory, but I don't think they tighten it enough, and then over time the bolt backs off and yeah, it loosens over time. So when you start hearing the clunking noise, just make sure you put your hand where you think the noise is, and you can feel it. If you feel it on the front cross member where the radiator is, and you feel it, usually it's around in that area, because you can put your hand on the strut, you don't feel it. You put it on a strut tower, you don't feel it, but you feel it most where it's making the noise, which is on that crossbar, and which, you know, put your hand on whichever side you think it's coming from, and then yeah, you feel it. Kind of like, it's kind of, when it happens, it kind of hits your hand, and you know, I don't know, you do this long enough, you kind of just find ways of figuring where the noises are. So yeah, anyways, if you guys are having that issue with the noise when turning, maybe this video will help you. But other than that, I thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time for more you know, tips on finding noises on your car.